Hey, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Tracy and this is A Girl with Plans. In today's video, I'm going to be flipping through my fitness planner to show you how I utilize different Happy Planner layouts to track my fitness. So I have been using fitness planners for several years, probably since 2015, if not earlier. I did fall off a little bit and probably stopped using them in the past 2 years. Most of that was due to my shift from working out at the gym to working out at home. However, I did start back up in October of this year to use my fitness planners more as a tracker instead of planning my workouts. Like previously, I used my planner to plan my workouts at the gym. So I would go and take gym classes, so they were at set times, and I would just kind of write them all out in my planner. But now that I work out from home, I don't really find that as necessary anymore. So what I ended up doing is just tracking a lot of the things that I'm doing as far as eating and working out. So let's go ahead and get started. So in October, what I did is instead of buying an actual planner, I bought this workout extension pack from Happy Planner. And the actual inside, let me show you what it looks like. Here's the weekly. And then the back comes with it. Now, I'm assuming I bought this in October of 2022. So I don't know if there's been any changes, but the back actually had this meal prep and grocery list section, which is great if you like meal planning. So for my monthlies, this is all a work in progress. Basically every month, I've just been trying to figure out how to best utilize this information. I really don't like to duplicate what I've already put in my weekly spread. Although I ended up doing that here by writing the workouts that I completed. And I also use this to track things that I did on a daily basis. Like, did I work out? Did I eat on plan? Did I close all 3 of my apple rings? Did I take my vitamins? Did I drink my 64 fluid ounces of water? However, I noticed that I did stop using the checks towards like the end of the month. I think it was just hard because I was utilizing like a color-coded system. And I feel like that might just have been like a little bit too much for me. I'm just not there yet. So here is the weekly layout, and I'll bring back a blank one just so you can see what it looks like, because I did change it up a bit. So in the actual fitness layout, it starts with today, priority, food log, and exercise. And this exercise box is way too small for me. And I think a lot of people probably do their exercise tracking or planning up here in the today section. But what I did is I just complicated things, even further and just switched food up there. So I did food and then my macros, and then this big section, I just said exercise. And I changed these by just using mail-in label paper and just like a Word document. Same thing with my fitness tracker stickers. I just made a table in Word and just listed the things that I knew I wanted to track for my Apple Watch, which was my move stats, my exercise, my stand, and my steps. You'll see in like later months what I did is I also added my calories burned. But it's just an easy way, so that way I don't have to keep writing what each thing is every day. I just did those little labels. But this worked well for me. I feel like I filled it out. It was kind of what I wanted to track, and it is something that's useful to look back on later on down the road. And these stickers are from the Happy Planners Wrong Fitness sticker book, with some generic stickers kind of thrown in for good measure. Pretty much every week is the same thing. It's almost identical as far as even decorations. So I'm going to kind of go through this a little bit fast. I do, for some of the boxes, especially because I didn't have as many boxes when I first started, I just used markers or felt tip pens to kind of create boxes. Kind of like that look. All right. So for November, I ended up tracking the same thing in November that I did in October. The only difference is I created more labels in a Word document that wrote out the things I wanted to track, so I can just literally just check them off instead of trying to remember what color was associated with what thing and all that great stuff. However, even though this should have been simpler, I still stopped tracking it halfway through the month. So again, this is probably not going to work for me either. If you guys have any ideas, what someone who will not be necessarily using this to plan workouts, like what else I can use this for in my fitness planner, that would be a great idea. If you can just write that in the comments, any help would be greatly appreciated. So for November, I bought a wellness planner, primarily because the wellness planner, it was an 18-month planner, so it was on sale for like $10. So I figured, hey, why not? So I stopped using the fitness and went to the wellness. And I will show you the difference between the two. So here's the fitness, and then here's the wellness. So as you can see, the layouts are pretty similar. The only difference, obviously, the fitness is a little bit more colorful where the wellness is neutral. But they both have 2 small boxes and 2 large boxes. It's just small box on top, large box on top. So that is kind of flipped. And obviously your headers are different. Now in the wellness, in addition to the headers, they also have these writing prompts that are at the bottom. So like this says, reflecting on today was, thankful for, focusing on, looking inward, gratitude, and loving this. I don't need that for my fitness planner. They're great for wellness. But because I'm using this for fitness, I didn't need that. So I just took a strip of label paper and put it there, but you can white it out, use stickers or what have you. And then again, I did relabel my headers. I did macros, and then I kept nourish because it's food, movement, and then workouts. So again, this is pretty much the same thing that I tracked in October. Same thing. It's just a different quote unquote layout. So again, it worked for me. However, I'll do a quick flip through, but as you can see, I started falling off on the tracking of the food. So you'll see in December that I've made a different decision. And I promise I did do some stuff the week of Thanksgiving. I just didn't track it. So now December. Again, this is very bare because we're still in December as of the filming of this video. Still trying to figure this out. If I can't figure out what I want to use this for, I may not use the monthly page when I'm doing fitness tracking. I may just save this for something else and just go straight to the weeklies. Currently, I'm just kind of writing the main things that I do that day versus getting too involved. But I was able to decorate it a little bit more, so I did enjoy that. Now, for December, I decided to try out the teacher layout. So here's the teacher layout pre-decoration. For those that don't know, so what they have is they have all of the dates, and they only do a 5 days because it's school, related to school, here in the sidebar. These are great because most people decorate their sidebar anyway. So they're so easy to redate. I bought this on clearance at Michael's for $2.99 because I bought it in November, and I believe the teacher layouts run like August through July. So considering only half the year remained in the planner, that's why they had it on clearance for so cheap. So I figured I would try it, and I love it. I absolutely love this layout. I actually used this layout in November in my wellness planner, and I really liked it in my wellness planner. I might have liked it in my wellness planner. And I do separate wellness and fitness. Wellness is more of how I feel, like sleep, energy, and stuff like that, versus my fitness is like my activity and food intake. But I really liked it for my wellness, mainly because of the 5 separate sections is exactly what I needed. But I also really like decorating this. I don't know why. It just felt so easy to decorate, primarily because you have the sidebar. But I was able to add decorations here. And then because I was redating the top, I got to get a little bit more, you know, jazzy up there. So I just used, again, Crayola markers to date. And then I think these are Happy Planner stickers. They might have come from the Flower Power sticker book. And I know most of those stickers are from other sticker books, so they're probably in another one too. But again, track the same things. The only addition I made was I was tracking my weights now, how much weight I was lifting. That is something new that I'm tracking and something that I am going to continue to track because I have found it very helpful, especially when I do the same exact routine or class at a later time. It helps to look back and see what you lifted previously. So you can either do the same or improve upon that. But again, pretty much everything is the same. It's just, again, different layout. Now here's when I decided I'm going to stop tracking my food. I am currently entering that into an app. So I feel like it is duplicating the work by entering it into an app and then re-entering it here. I'm still going to add my macros though, because those are something that I just can't seem to get a grasp of. I'm so far away from hitting my macros on most days that I feel like I just need to kind of keep track of that. And plus I'm kind of curious how my macros are going to affect like my overall measurements. So I do want to write those down, even though they are in my app as well. I'll just rather have those written down so I can just refer to them when I need to. So that is it from actually my layouts. I do just want to briefly show a couple of other layouts that are available that can also be used for fitness tracking. The first is the dashboard layout, which when you first look at this, it might be like, wow, how can that be used? But this can be used in several ways. I personally have not used it for fitness tracking, but if I were to use it, I would most likely write probably my Fitbit stats and my Apple Watch stats and my workouts and the days and the corresponding days. And then I would probably use these or even this to track maybe meal planning if I were to take that up again, or to even like track your macros. I could track them anywhere. I mean, like you have all these checklists. This section would be great for anything food related, like meal tracking, meal planning, or anything of that nature. So again, the dashboard, you have one laying around, you can make this work into a fitness planner as well, or tracker. And then the vertical, this obviously, because it's vertical, you can kind of make this anything you want. You can split up the boxes or some of the boxes to make it even, you know, similar to a teacher layout, or even a fitness or wellness layout, or you can keep the 3 boxes separate and do fitness, food, your watch stats, or fitness, food, decor, vice versa. Or like I said, you can split it up and track multiple things. So again, any of these layouts can be used for fitness planning or fitness tracking. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope to do some more of these videos, and I am going to be doing a plan with me for 2023 when I get into that planner to see how I change things up. I'm still kind of thinking about things and what I want to track, and especially that, you know, difficult monthly page for me. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and please subscribe to my page as well. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye.